it's me. Welcome to my channel, The Real Fee Nicole. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you will get all videos from me. Today is Friday, August 11th. And guess what, guys? We're about to get into some conversations. We are about to have a mukbang. And guess what? I have a special guest. So stay tuned and I will be right back with you. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. We're here.
Hi, guys.
This is my guest for today. While we get into this good seafood and this good conversation, this is going to be a little mother-daughter dialogue. We're going to give you raw and uncut. What's your name?
My name is Carly.
Better known as
Carly Red.
Period. That's my baby girl. Anywho, happy Friday, guys. I hope you guys had a good week and doing whatever you like to do on a Friday. As you see, this is what we're about to get into.
Period.
This good food. We got our good drinks and child, where do I start? First of all, with this good sausage. Y'all know your girl loves some good dip. And she gonna dip.
That's where it's at.
So good. This be that turkey sausage. When I can't stay off of pork, I try to stay off of it, girl. But this turkey sausage be good.
I love me some pork. And I have noodles.
So ghetto.
And my juice.
So ghetto. But we're going to get into this conversation. We're going to talk about parenting and mother-daughter relationships. And we're going to let Carly... I'm sorry. I'm being so rude talking with my mouth full. We're going to let Carly give you guys her side of the story and her version. But I'm going to start off by saying that parenting, it ain't for the weak and it ain't easy. And you don't get a handbook. Like, you just, hey, you know, you have the wisdom of your parents and maybe your grandparents, but there is no handbook that comes with parenting. So you out here doing this stuff like, baby, raw and uncut. And yeah. Just a moment, guys. Child, we're doing the getaway today because for some reason my remote is not working. It's doing its own thing and I don't like it. But yeah, like I was saying, this parenting thing, it ain't for the weak and it ain't easy. And you don't get a handbook. And like any mother-daughter relationship, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be rough sometimes, you know, even with a good foundation. Like, I had a good foundation, so I kind of raised her in the same manner as, you know, I was raised. And I don't think my parents did a bad job. And although my daddy was, you know, very stern and very, I can't say strict because I was the only child for 20 years. She was spoiled. She had her way. And that's not a good thing either, because when you get, you know, being an adult and you get in a relationship, you know, sometimes that spoiledness, you know, carries over to adulthood, and it ain't cute. It ain't nothing sexy about a spoiled adult. It ain't. So that, you know, becomes a problem. So parents, you know, be careful, you know, with, you know, it's okay to give your child, you know, more than what you had, but don't spoil them to the point where somebody else can't live with them. Because guess what? Somebody else got to live with those kids if they get married or something happened to you, God forbid. So yeah, raise those kids as if somebody else got to live with them besides you. So Carly, tell a little bit about your experience coming up and me raising you and the household with me. Give it to the people. Give it to the people.
As I was growing up, I never had to want for anything. I've always had the up-to-date electronics every Christmas, every birthday. I was spoiled. But people always say being the only child is you just automatically spoiled. And I don't look at it as that because again, I had my times where I went through my ungrateful phase, and
Tell it, preach.
It's taught me a lot of lessons. And even with my attitude phase, like my attitude had got bad at one point when I was younger, to where that's a highlight of my life to me, which was my attitude and ungratefulness. So now it's like I can look back and say I should have been more grateful, because it's a lot of kids that didn't have the stuff that I have and wasn't raised the way that I was raised.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised with just anything and everything any child could want. I had it.
Most importantly, you was raised with love, morals. You had a good foundation. Bad as you were coming up, I kept you in church. But that doesn't mean anything. But it does in the aspect of when you get old or older, you won't stray as far from that because you have a foundation. You have something to go back to. So I feel like I did good. Like, I feel like she knows that on Sunday, it ain't okay every Sunday to wake up and not go give God some of your time. Like, if you have to work, that's fine, but you find time to go worship. Like, when you have that foundation, you don't feel right if you can't get up and, go to somebody's church on a Sunday. Like, that helps you sometimes get through the week.
You gotta fit church into your schedule. And even as a child, we always say, oh, when I get older, I'm not going to church no more, because my mama just made me go to church. But it's hard to just stop going and just completely erase that out of your schedule, because that's not what you're used to. You're used to going to church every Sunday, waking up early. And with my granddad being a pastor at one point, church was my main priority. Even throughout the week, going to choir practice, ushering, I know my way around the church. So that's not something I want to leave in the past. It's something that has helped me. I've learned how to pray for the right things, and it's not a wrong way to pray. So being in church has helped me through life itself.
Okay. That all sounds good and dandy. But let's get into the ugly stuff. Let's get into we're going to start at 16. So, turkey sausage. They everything. And these green mussels. I cheated today. Let me stop before I get into this. She was 16. We cheated today. We went to JNC on Dunn Avenue, the D. Although I hate the D, yeah. It's convenient at times. So we stopped at JNC because I didn't feel like cooking today. I wanted to do this mukbang over already made food. Somebody else already made food. So that's what we did. And here we are. But yeah, she giving y'all the clean version. But like I say, this is going to be raw and uncut. So we're going to fast forward to 16. Carly, I made her get a job at 16 because I started working at 16. So I thought, showing her that just because you're the only child doesn't mean that you're not going to have to work. So I made her get a job. And when she had a job, you can pay your cell phone bill. Because when you turn 18 that, hey, you don't have bills. Ain't nothing free. So I taught her that like at an early age, and I felt like that was a good tool to teach her. Carly got a car early. I learned to drive at 12. I probably taught her how to drive at 14 because, again, I raised her the way that I was raised. And I was tired of playing taxi. So guess what? Carly got a car. Carly had 3 cars. She's walking now, but she had 3 cars. So I did my due diligence. When I tell you I did my due diligence, So we gonna let Carly start from 16 and hey, make her do your story how you want to do it, baby girl. Cause hey, we giving the people raw and uncut.
Okay. So at 16, I started working at Zaxby's, and Zaxby's, I worked there for, I want to say until I was after 18, and that was a great first job. And building that business relationship as well with your job is key, because you never know, you might need them in the future.
Exactly.
And for example, I was lifeguarding during the summer, so I would stop working at Zaxby's during the summer and I would go be a lifeguard. But I had a car during the summer, and I wrecked my car before
Graduation.
So this was senior year. I wrecked my car.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 days before my birthday, and that put me at a complete stop. As far as, I was just in shock that
You wrecked your car after graduation. I'm sorry. You got your car in March. You got your car in March. You graduated in May. You wrecked your car that September.
Oh, okay. Because I was driving to school, driving to practice. My mother was probably happy she didn't have to come and pick me up from practice, because I was doing multiple sports. I was doing flag football and track at the same time, trying to train to be a lifeguard. So I had to put a lot on my plate.
She had a busy schedule, and I didn't play that about when she started driving. She can't handle distractions. Nobody could ride in the car with her for a while, for a long time. I didn't allow kids to ride in the car with her because I know how y'all parents are. Get in a wreck, I'm gonna sue you, gonna sue your insurance. So guess what? Keep your child over there.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your child in your car. So it was nothing against the parents, but that's just lessons that I've learned along the way. So guess what? No, this car is for her. I mean, we don't mind being a help, but if I'm the driver, sure, your child can come. But until I'm comfortable with her and feel like she's an okay driver, and maybe after 3 months or so, I started letting people ride with her. But in the beginning, no, because she was a new driver. I didn't want her to, she wasn't finna drive me. So I'm not finna put nobody else's child in danger. If your child get in there at your own risk. This is the new driver.
Especially when it came to me playing sports during game days, everybody want to go get something to eat after school. So, I wasn't the driver. I'm getting in somebody else's car and waste somebody else's gas, and we all gonna go get something to eat. So, at times I did go by myself, but if I wanted to go with my teammates, I'm not driving. I'm getting in the car with another teammate.
Period.
Because my mama didn't play that. And it's nothing I would be able to tell my mama if an accident were to happen and
somebody in the car.
I don't know what to tell my mama. I don't know what to tell their mama. I don't know.
Because your mama have no understanding.
So I didn't put myself in those situations. But as I got older and I was going to college after school. After I graduated, I was going to FCJ. And I could say now, I wish I would have kept my one-track mind and stayed in school and been like the other grads.
But instead,
I decided I had got a boyfriend and basically just said, forget school and I'm finna be my boyfriend. So
I had this girl set up, y'all. She leaving out some parts. When I tell you I had her set up, so not only did she have 3 cars, she was very smart in math. Baby girl had a whole business before she graduated.
I did.
And because of my connections, it's who you attach to. So because she's a product of me and she was attached to me and I was pushing her, I'm gonna push her. Like, my daddy always say, we don't do mediocre. We don't. And it's like she forgot that along the way. So anyway, back to, let me stay focused. Back to me pushing her and her being good at math. So baby girl started tutoring even after she graduated. So she was kids that were coming up on their senior year. I have several. I mean, she had several testimonies. People that needed to pass that FCAT or whatever they needed to pass. FSA test to graduate. Baby girl was getting them through. Bringing their kids over here, dropping them off before COVID started. Or she was driving to their house to go tutor them. And when she would have to go to their house, it would be a little bit more. So it's like, baby girl was set up. Like, I had her, like, little business flyers, Carly's tutoring. Like, they were calling. Like, again, because of the connections, I'm going to sell something. I will sell this bottle of water. I will sell it. So I was selling something that she was good at. Her mama wasn't good at math. I'm good at English. I'm going to help you write a paper till I can't write no more. But math, that was my weak point. So I'm glad she was strong in math. So baby girl had a tutoring business. She started getting, how can I say it? She started slacking. She started getting tacky with her. She wasn't dependable anymore. When I saw that she wasn't dependable anymore, I stopped referring her. Because guess what? My name on that. So I can't refer you no more. And I would hate to tell people when they would come like, your daughter's still tutoring? No. Get somebody else to do it. Because again, I don't want her to start and then she don't show up. She was late. No. But yeah, baby girl had a business that she let go down the drain. When I say smart as a whip. We, like I say, we wasn't raising no mediocre over here. But for some way, somehow, baby found that mediocre road. Like she was, I want her to run this way. She was like, I'm gonna go over there where it's mediocre. And I saw so much more in her. And then she would hook up with these people instead of being a leader. I'm a leader. You can say whatever all day long. This mind up here is strong. It's her. It's a plus and then it's a minus. It ain't always good, but for the majority part of life, being strong is good. You don't want to be weak-minded. You don't want to be somebody that is very impressionable and is very easy to influence. Because baby girl, go ahead. I'm doing a lot of talking. Go ahead. Because she be forgetting now. She forgets stuff. She want to give y'all the pretty version. Saying what we doing. Not today.
I got influenced very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And I could say,
what's the first thing you started doing? Tell the people.
So I started smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. Tell the people.
And that's like the number one gateway drug is weed. But I can say I started smoking weed before, probably like right after graduation. And that was number one.
Have you ever seen your mama smoke weed?
No, never.
Have I had you around people that smoked weed when you were young?
No.
Okay.
So, of course, me being a follower, not a leader, I started smoking weed, which opened my mind to smoke other stuff as far as just Molly. And it's so many drugs out there now to where now I'm scared. Like, yeah, you can't, because they putting fentanyl and everything out there now, and fentanyl can take you out in 2 seconds. That's all it takes is 2 seconds. So I can tell anybody, don't start it all. It's your choice, but weed is the first number one gateway drug, and it's gonna open you to see way more than you knew was out there.
Okay. So, what happened next?
When I got on drugs, I feel like I kind of lost. I didn't lose myself, but I lost myself as far as keeping up with myself.
Cause your mama kept your hair done when you was little. You stayed at the hairdresser.
I stayed getting my hair did. I ended up locking my hair, and I had stopped getting my hair done. I stopped getting my nails did. I just
Stop self-care.
yeah. So I could say, just overall, it was a disaster. Even me and my mom's relationship, it got so out of hand. I was very disrespectful and just unspeakable.
Tell them about the little vacation you went on. And then we're going to go to the leg part. What happened after that in the park. Now, if I'm saying anything that you feel uncomfortable with saying, we won't say it.
The vacation to
downtown.
Oh yeah. So I took a trip downtown,
Mm-hmm.
and I was in the jailhouse. I stayed in there for a month, and being in there opened my mind, just period, like. But that still didn't open my mind,
Mm-hmm.
because when I got out, I was back doing what I was doing. So it's like warning comes before destruction. So
Where'd you get that from?
my mama. Any adult in my family, they gonna say warning come before destruction, warning come before destruction. And taking a trip downtown was my warning. And I got back out. I was on the right track for like a couple months, and
Because she gave me that jailhouse talk, y'all. She gonna get out, she gonna do this, she gonna do that, she gonna do this. Mm-hmm. Like she say, for a couple of weeks.
and after that,
Ooh,
I was just, I don't even know.
you end up getting shot.
Oh yeah, I did end up getting shot in the leg, and I caught myself being slick. I didn't even tell Mama I got shot until like she came home, and I'm in the bed with my leg up. She didn't even know I was in the hospital. I went to the hospital, and I came home that next day, and she got off work, and she like, why you in the bed? Why you went to the hospital? And I was like, I got shot in the leg. But the only reason why I didn't tell her the day of is because I know my mama. My mama is gonna panic, and I hate to make my mama panic. But I can say I'm blessed and highly favored to still be walking, alive, and just here. So,
Because the baby, when I say parenting ain't for the weak, these kids. But again, I feel like everything that she just told you guys, it had to happen. God allowed it. You couldn't tell me I wasn't going to bury my child. With the way that she was going, and that road I told y'all she was itching to get down, that she went down, it would be days in there because I was working from home sometimes. I mean, I would cry every day because I just knew. You can't tell me I wasn't going to bury my child. I didn't know, what I know now. I mean, I didn't know how the story was going to, turn out. I didn't know what God's plan was. But all I know in that point is what I saw. I wasn't trusting nobody but what I saw. Trusting God, that was the furthest thing from my mind. And I had people in my ear kept saying, you got to trust God. You got to put her in God's hands. She in his hands because she's still alive. But still, it's just that, I don't know. I'm just, I've seen so many mothers losing their kids. And I'm like, somewhere, like, I know my name, like, on the list. Like, I don't know where it's at on the list, but you can tell me that. Like, and that's just the biggest, that was a fear of mine. And I thank God that he spared her life. I thank God that, he found favor in her. And she's able to tell her story. Maybe her story will bless somebody. Maybe her story will help somebody. Because again, our relationship, baby, when I tell y'all, I kept a lot of stuff in. Y'all see how I did a little light beat today? You ain't gonna be able to tell what I'm going through unless I back away from you, or, you know, I fall off and not talk. But when you see me in the streets, these teeth gonna be white and pretty, face gonna be made, but inside, you never know what people going through. That's why you shouldn't agitate people or push people's button. And we're telling y'all like some of the story, but it's other stuff that happened. We're not gonna share. Yeah, we're not gonna share everything, but just know that mother-daughter relationships can get. I had said I ain't helping her. I told my cousin, like, my confidant, my sister cousin, I told her, I said, I'm done with Carly. Like, we raised our girls together, so Carly is like a daughter to her, but like her kids are like a daughter to me. And when I be done washing my hands, not her. I mean, she be's there to like encourage me. And I can say that I'm done, but I'm really not. If I see a little inch that she's trying, I'm gonna scoop right in. I'm gonna do what a mother do. Like, now,
put a cape on and say today.
It irks my nerves. When I say it boils my blood, makes my itch. Every time I have to go pick her up, I feel like I'm going backwards. But do I look at the times that we spend together because I'm going to pick her up? No, I ain't worried about that. All I know is I bought 3 cars and by myself, and she don't have Nathaniel. She on Mud and Jeff, and I gotta take her everywhere, or she's Ubering, and yeah, it don't sit well with me. And people try to say, well, Felicia, this, no, ain't nothing you can tell me. Unless you put something on the wood to get her back rolling, ain't nothing you can tell me. But it's a lesson in it for me. And have I been willing to accept the lesson? Head still hard. But I can tell you, the difference between she and I wasn't out there in them streets embarrassing my daddy and my mama. I knew better. Like, I did stuff, but it was undercover. It definitely was undercover. Her, she's always had this. Carly has never been into design or anything. She's never been that child that asks for much. She ain't nothing like her mama. Her mama want this, her mama want that. But her mama has always worked hard to get what she wanted. You know, by the grace of God, like, I've been able to provide. Like, I can't take the credit. I can't take the credit, but God has definitely shined and rained down on us. He definitely has. Yes. And do the mama be out there doing her thing? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, she did. But who came first? Yeah, we're going to fast forward to that. She'll tell, like, after she graduated, I saw that as an open road for me. I wasn't finna cook no more. I was finna live my best life. Me and somebody's son. But baby, she gonna make me feel like, oh, you put them before me, you did. Baby, you was 21 years old right now, about to be 22. You can't tell me Nathaniel. Them people weren't even around when I was raising you. So they ain't take nothing from you. Anything that happened after you turned 18, you still living at home is a plus. Like, I done did what the Lord has commanded me to do. It's somebody else's turn. Get somebody else to do it. And I know they say that once kids turn 18, they're not, they're not grown, because they still need guidance. They do. But if I done did my job, now if I was a deadbeat and didn't do my job, then you probably can, say, well, you owe her that. I don't owe her Nathaniel. That's between her and the Lord.
I owe my mama a lot.
Say it again, because they didn't hear you.
I owe my mama a lot. Well, my mama has stayed in my corner through the times I thought she wasn't gonna be there. She been there. Without me having to ask. She there, she offering, and that's where it's like change gotta come. And I feel like with me taking a big step and moving out of Jacksonville, I feel like that has helped me in many ways as far as for my future. And it was a big learning experience from being in another state. I actually moved to Texas, and I love Texas.
Came back,
started going downhill again.
pregnant.
I'm getting there. It's getting better. But
I sent you to Texas to get your life together. Baby comes back with a whole package. A whole package. Like, I ain't signed up for this. But again, you can't tell me Felicia got her plan. Baby, you cannot tell me Felicia don't have a plan. Felicia, this is my plan here. This God plan over here. I want to play on Felicia plan so bad. But at the end of the day, if, you know, I know what's right. And my plan ain't God's plan. And it plays out every day. It definitely plays out every day. So, if you learned anything from this mukbang, is no matter what happens between you and your child, maybe it be boy or girl, you can always mend your relationship. We are on a daily basis mending our relationship. I feel like I have a best friend. I feel like I have a sister that gets on my nerves, because we had it out before we even came on this camera. Yeah.
We still have our moments. But
We definitely do, because I'm my daddy's child, and I have a no tolerance. I have a no nonsense type of, that's the type of time I'm on. So she already knows that. And the fact that she still will cry when I say something, or cry when I get on to her, I'm like, girl, what is you crying for? You know me. Like, I raised you. Like, you should be used to it by now. And I have girlfriends that tell me all the time, it's your tone. So I call myself being in this soft girl era. Baby, I'm coming up the rough side of the mountain on this soft girl era. I'm trying. God knows I'm trying. I'm trying to embrace it. We don't know what the future holds, but hey, keep me in prayer. Keep her in prayer as she's carrying this baby. My munchkin. That's my baby, my grandbaby. Period. Yes. But baby, I told y'all a few videos back, I said God is spinning the block for me. That baby is going, well, that baby gonna wear her out. And I'm gonna help the baby wear her out. And that's on period. And what's your favorite tagline, baby?
Period.
No. What we do when we together. Picture this 360, baby.
Support the business.
And that's on period.
And it's on period.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And guess what, guys? See you on the next video. Bye, guys.